Turning now to an arrest in Ecuador. CTV's Scott Hurst has been following the developments for us this morning. Scott, yesterday we were talking about this story of this really wild break-in, if you will, at a television studio there. What is the current situation this morning? What can you tell us about those 13 arrests?
Marcia, escalating gang violence coming to a dramatic flashpoint playing out on live TV as people around Ecuador were able to watch for about 15 minutes in shock and horror, and this clip now playing out around the world. The people of Ecuador watched until the transmission was cut, and I will point out that no one was killed in this attack on the TV station, but Ecuador's national police chief is calling it a terrorist act. The country has been rocked by violence, particularly in the last few days. It came hours after a series of other attacks and police officer abductions, and that followed the apparent escape from prison of a powerful gang leader. President Daniel Noboa, who rose to power in November with a promise to bring peace, has now declared a state of emergency, saying the nation has entered an internal armed conflict. Police and military now trying to quell the uprising and violence, armed clashes that have now turned deadly. Soldiers patrolling the streets of the capital, Quito. And Marcia, circling back to the incident at the TV station where the armed gunmen showed up, 13 of them, they have all been arrested and they are now facing terrorism charges.
So what actions are neighboring countries taking as a result of the rise in violence?
Marcia, Ecuador is right in the middle between Colombia and Peru on the Pacific side of South America. And those two countries, Colombia and Peru, are some of the world's largest cocaine producers in the world. And Ecuador has become a key transit point for the drug trade, particularly in recent years. And gangs are often fighting gangs, and gangs fighting the government for control of key ports and smuggling routes. So in response to the latest violence, Peru is on high alert, in particular taking swift action, deploying a police force to the border. Now, in terms of traveling to Ecuador, the government of Canada says exercise a high degree of caution at this time, with regional advisories to avoid all non-essential travel to certain parts of the country, Marcia.
Scott Hurst for us. Thank you, Scott, for that.